Welcome to my very first sketchbook tour on this channel. And basically this sketchbook was basically from 2024 May to 2026 April or March or May. It's between those 3 months when I finished this. And yeah, so basically it just took me 2 freaking years to complete this sketchbook. And I think because of how long it took to complete this sketchbook, you can really see my skills develop and get better. You can see just more of myself in this, and I really think this is a special sketchbook. I do call it my ugly sketchbooks because it is ugly. There are some ugly drawings, there are incomplete pages, there are some things I wish I don't want to show. But I think the biggest problem sometimes with the art community is that we're so obsessed with showing all the good stuff that we forget to show where we came from and on some of our struggles, and that can discourage people. So I want to show some of my ugly drawings, some of my bad drawings. So this is my sketchbook. It is the Strathmore mixed media. I like to use mixed media paper because I like to use a range of acrylic, marker, pen, ink. I've only started using ink in my sketchbook. It was 40 sheets. And the size was 5.5 inches times 8.5 inches. So basically, your basic sketchbook. I also put stickers on it. I love stickers. We have some Sanrio characters, some Marvel stuff. I love it. I love stickers so much. So let's get into the first page. Oh, it's empty. There's nothing on the first page. I think I talked about this in my my art advice video. But I'm so scared of the first page. Well, not anymore. But I used to be so scared of the first page of ruining it, but it did get ruined. Because if you can see the water damage, and luckily it only affected the first page, all the rest of the pages are fine. Okay, so the next page. So because I was so scared of ruining my sketchbook, I was obsessed with having a perfect spread. So I drew this vase I found on Pinterest. But you can really tell the fear I had with filling up the whole space and taking space in my own personal sketchbook. So that's something that does improve. Even now when I'm looking at my new one I just recently started, it does improve a lot. And then this here was a practice. I was warming up my shoulder. I think I was doing a draw box. I was warming up my shoulder. I was just drawing these random shapes and stuff. But then I was like, what if I filled it in with watercolor? So I went in with my watercolor and I just started picking random things to fill in. I really love this cube. I really love this cube right here. It's very nice. I very much enjoy it. The green going into the blue shadow and the purple. Okay, so we get into some actual drawings. So this is just some portraits I did. And even you can see, yeah, it says the 2nd of May 2024, 30th of March 2024. Oh, so I think it might be in March, the end of March to April, May, March this year. So yeah, so this one is of my friend. What class did we have together that I drew this? Because I know it's not art class. She never had art class for her. So it might be from this. It could be creative writing class or science. I think we had science 30 together. And just for fun, it was actually pretty good because I'm actually surprised at this, looking at this, because I wasn't that great at capturing likeness back then, but this really does match her and how she looked. And then this one was these two are just random people. Okay, and we flip to this page and just gesture drawing. I've always liked to set goals for myself. Do I complete them? No. But I think one of the goals was to gesture draw every single day. I was looking at it and I think this one's the best one. I don't know, what do you guys... Also, this one has a good movement right here with that back. Okay, so on this page we have more gesture drawing. So I think I might have done that on the next day or the separate day. So props to me for doing this pretty consistently back to back. And now this these are probably one of my nonsense spreads again, where I was just goofing around and exploring. I think this one here was for a character that I was working on for a school project, an art school project in high school. And I think I really enjoyed having the blue hair I don't know. I think I even recently in a recent piece, like in a recent drawing I did instead of using black, I used like a dark blue. So I think I really like the idea of using like dark blue for black hair. It's funny to see where that started out. So I think I used dark blue for black hair, and I really like that combo with the bright yellow rain jackets right here. I think she does show up one time again, like at a thumbnail sketch I was doing. And then this one here, I always love like the portraits or the drawings that don't have like normal real world lighting. Like they have like neon lights and stuff. So I think I wanted to practice that. But I didn't know what I was doing. So I didn't know how to draw a face properly back then either. So I was just goofing around and playing around. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not good either. There we go. And all this is watercolor. These are my watercolor. And yeah, and then we have a little drawing of a face down here. Let me zoom in again. We have some flowers and another tiny gesture right here. Oh, fun! Okay, so this one here is actually one of my favorite like pages in the sketchbook. And surprisingly, like actually, like, because when I remember this clearly, that when I was drawing this, I wasn't expecting anything good to come out from it. So I was like so surprised when it turned out good. I was like, maybe I should like think better of myself and my skills. You know what I mean? Like, let's not underestimate my skills right now. Yeah. So this one here was a pencil crayon drawing of a ring pop. And the funny story is I saw the ring pop image on Pinterest, so I used that as my reference. I was following it, I was coloring it. And then later when I finished drawing it, I realized, oh my god, the reference I was using is a pencil crayon drawing of the actual photo. And I found the actual photo of the ring pop, and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Like, whoever did this is so talented. It looks really nice on camera. It looks really nice on camera. I'm looking at the viewfinder, it looks really good. And then this one here, I just found this like landscape. Oh my god, I would say on Pinterest, of course. I found it on Pinterest. I thought it was very nice. And so I wanted to capture especially the clouds here. So I used my watercolor again. And I did it. And what I love about it is, of course, the clouds. Like, this is my first time using like a white or like a non-blue for clouds. And also I think at this time I was really obsessed with like drawing clouds and like figuring out how to draw clouds. Because to me, they were like shapeless forms. Like, how do you shade something that's shapeless? So it was my first time using this, and I really understood, like, well, I don't think I understood back then, but I understand now about, like, the value and, like, the transitions and everything. It's so nice. I love it. So I really love, it's kind of hard to see. But if I can get it close enough, you can see, like, the trees in the background, they fade to a lighter green. I don't think I did this intentionally either. But it's so good. It's like just something I can pick up like that, and I'm like, I love it. Blowing up my cloud obsession, I did a cloud that I thought was shaped like a dog. Okay, and then on this page, it's gesture drawing. I can't see it. It's so light. Like, I don't think I even put my pencil on the page at all. So I think you guys can already tell, but this is us swatching some markers, some of my alcohol markers, see what they look like. I don't really use my acrylic markers a lot. Actually, I started using it recently, actually. But we come to this side and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? So many things are going on with this page right now. So the very first thing, let's go top to bottom. The very first thing on the top here, I forgot the exact name of the exercise. It's basically when you keep your eye on the whatever your subject is, and you don't lift your pen up from the page, and you just draw everything out. So I did that here, and it was like this Italian countryside looking Pinterest reference. So I did that. I was like, it's so magical looking, and I did that exercise. It turned out better than I expected again. Then once I was done, I went in with watercolor. Just lightly put some colors in the plants and the fruits here and there. And then we moved down, and this was just, I think this is watercolor again too. I just did random shapes, and I kind of like drew what I saw. But I don't even think I knew what I was seeing. The only ones that make sense is like the fish and the tree. Everything else is like, what the hell was I seeing? I don't know. And on the bottom here, I was testing out some aluminum foil stuff. This was for another high school art project I was doing. And basically I wanted to add metal elements to painting, but I didn't want to paint metal because I don't know how to paint metal. I was like, okay, what are some creative ways I can get around painting metal? I was just like testing like how well like paint stuck and applied to aluminum foil on this page right here. That's what I mean by it's ugly, like, cause we have like pretty nice, okay, and it's like, what the actual, what's going on here? Like, this ruins the whole page, but I'm not too mad. Okay, this is our first horizontal one, our first landscape. So this is our very first, most recent one too. This was created this year. That's how recent it is. So I did this one first. This is my second marker, alcohol marker drawing. And I was really proud of it because this is my first time doing like a face, right? So the first time doing my face, I was just kind of like guessing the placements almost. I didn't know exactly where things would go. And it turned out way better than I expected. I really love her. And then we get into the one I hate right here. It's not that I hate it, it's just I'm disappointed with how I executed it. I think I was kind of like rushing, I didn't take my time. So of course it turned out how it did because I didn't take my time. Just compared to this, like usually this is my third alcohol marker drawing. I expected it to be a little bit better than my second one ever, especially of a face. Like, come on, like I swear I'm pretty decent at drawing faces too, so I don't know what happened. Maybe I just lost my spark that day. I wasn't feeling it. Doesn't matter. It's okay. Okay, this page is interesting because this side is recent and this side's like old. But this side, I had a bunch of acrylic paint tubes, and I wanted to go one by one and do all the swatches for them, see how they looked on this paper. But there are so many freaking paint tubes, and they're all so tiny, and I just stopped. And I was like, frick, I can't do this anymore. So I stopped just swatching. But then on this side, this is actually pretty recent. This is some ink markers I got. And you guys will see this ink marker show up a lot. This ink marker. These ink pens show up a lot. So I was swatching it, I was testing it out and seeing like how to use it. Of course, this is my first time using these type of materials, so I wasn't very used to them. But I got my flow, especially like when we see the drawings I've done with them, you can see my flow. I'm just gonna find them so I can show it to you guys and show you what the markers I used was. Before this, I was using like Staedtler pen liners or whatever, and so I had a micron blue pen. Yeah, but these are the ones I use. The Faber-Castell. I really love these. My favorite one is the FM1. So I recommend this if you're into ink and you don't want to like buy an ink bottle, because you don't want to do like loose ink, because that can get really messy and that's like a learning curve. Yeah, it's a learning curve and it's hard to get used to. Oh, this page. Oh, oh my god. Okay, I consider this the ugliest page in the whole entire sketchbook right now. Okay, first let's talk about what's happening with the aluminum foil. So I was testing like how well they stuck to each other. I think in the end I used a glue stick because I didn't really like how you can see like the bump where the hot glue was, and it wasn't like fully smoothed out. So I used a glue stick at the end for the final project. And this portrait is related to that project here, because that time for the project I've never ever painted a portrait before. I've only drawn them. I haven't, even when I'm drawing them with my pencil, I've never sketched them or shadowed or like added shadow or anything like that. So it was my very first time painting a portrait, and on top of that, it was for a school project as well. So I was like, frick, I'm so panicked, I don't know what to do. So I came to my sketchbook and I was like, let me just try. And I already knew for that project I wanted to do like a natural skin color. So I found this Pinterest image of this woman, and she had like, it was like both like blue teal light on her and like red teal light on her. And so I was like, let me try this at first. So I researched up like painting faces tutorial, and they're all like, use thick brushes, use a big brush to paint the face so you don't get caught up in details. I was like, okay, all these professionals, all these people are saying use a big brush to paint a portrait, so I used a big brush. I had no idea what I was doing, and I think it was just like a combination of like not having fundamentals, not understanding what the reference was or how the light was working in the reference, that made it look ugly. So I found out in my own personal taste, I like using smaller brushes for my work, especially for my portrait work. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this page is actually old. It's also another ugly sketchbook page. It's what I would consider an ugly sketchbook page here. I believe this is acrylic paint. This is the acrylic paint I was talking about that I wanted to swatch, but I never finished swatching. And I actually don't like this acrylic paint because I don't know if you can see it. It's very shiny. I do not like that at all. I guess very like thick and like laminated-ish. I don't know how to explain it. Just not the best. I did not understand what was going on in the reference, and because of that, I didn't know what I was doing. Also, back then I didn't really have a grasp on perspective of how that worked either. Then I drew a random flower. Let's move now. Okay, and this spread is actually one of the most recent ones. It was done March this year. Anyways, I joined March Hotel. Unfortunately, I did not stick around for long because I was unable to draw every single day. So I got kicked out of like the main program. I was still there to like, I was still in the Discord server, but I couldn't like interact as much as anymore. These are some of the drawings I did for March Hotel, and I really loved them. I really loved them a lot. So this was actually done pre Faber-Castell inks. So this is before I got the Faber-Castell inks. I was using the Staedtlers. Let me find them. So I used this. This pen shows up again for Inktober. I did do Inktober in 2025. So yeah, it shows up again there. And they were pretty good. They're not bad. It's just black pigment liner 0.5. I mostly use this for draw a box. I'll link it in the description. I think it's pretty good. It's a good pen. So it's pretty cheap, but you get like 4 or 5 I think in a pack. Everything's messed up in my desk. So here was, I really love this woman up here. I love her so much. Like, she's so pretty to me. I can't believe I did her justice. I'm more surprised about doing well on this woman because I don't normally do side profiles well. Like, I really suck at side profiles. And then the same day I did this woman, and I was trying to explore kind of like doing hatching on the face, but I messed up and I kind of hit the way it looked, so I stopped. But the hair is pretty nice. The hair and both of them are nice. And then we moved down here in blue pencil is this countryman I found, and I was like, this countryman, he is so striking to look at. I have to draw him. And then again, I am super surprised it turned out well, especially for a side profile. I just really love the way I kind of like sketched the details and rendered his face with the blue pen. The blue pen is magic, y'all. Like, I don't know. I started using the blue pen more, and I feel like my art is improving already. Oh my god. If you haven't gotten like a blue pen or like a red pen for like your under sketching, please do it and like see how your art flow changes. I don't know if I'm like talking crazy, but it actually does work for me so well. And then over here, this seashell is part of the March Hotel is that you're allowed to do like kind of like fun side challenges. So one of the side challenges was to draw a storage box, and I was so inspired by the pearl necklace on this woman, so I drew a seashell inspired box. My dumbass didn't really look into the instructions and the rules of the challenge, but you're supposed to draw like a sci-fi like mecha type of box. So I started redrawing it here. You see like the beginning of a square box here, but I didn't really like the design. I didn't want to do a boring sci-fi box, so I just stuck with this seashell box. And the last drawing here is a drawing of this little girl I found. I love her swag, her sass, the goosey the goosey shirt, her sunglasses and everything. So I just had to draw her. I just love it so much. I love when kids are like sassy or kind of like mean and funny. It always takes me by surprise. I'm like, oh, like you should not be saying that right now, little kid. Like, get out of here. So this is more gesture drawing. I don't know what much to say. I think I started drawing the hair. Sometimes I find like drawing the hair on gesture drawings really help. And this one here was more about kind of like capturing kind of like just like the general form and using simple lines. I don't know. For some reason, I just don't like my gesture drawings. I feel like I suck so bad at them. But I'm learning. But it's so hard to like have positive mindset sometimes. I swear, art is not for the weak. Here's a random side profile. I don't like this one at all. And on this page here, I was just planning the basic bare bones. I think you can even see it because it's so light. I don't know why I'm so afraid to press the pencil into the paper properly. But it's just the bare bones beginning planning stage of a painting I was doing. And I'm gonna, no, I'm not gonna reveal too much. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I always forget that this is in the sketchbook. But this is me basically kind of like color prepping or like color planning or whatever when I'm painting. It's like, I want to test the color real quick before I put it on. I test all the colors. That's how I color match. These are some more half-empty pages. I was trying to practice drawing eyes. I kind of really like this style of eyes. I think it's hard to see. There we go. I like the style of eyes a lot. I think I might try practicing them again because they are fun. This one reminds me of like the Hannah Montana, bro. The Miley Cyrus like That's Their Meme. That's what it reminds me of so much. Yeah, but I really like this style of doing eyes. I like the eyelashes make it look like a spider. I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of like Cher, the singer. I was looking at some pictures of her on Pinterest, and like what I love about her so much is like her eyelashes. It looks like spider legs coming out of her eyes. I really love that aesthetic. I really love that so much. So I think I'm gonna try copying that style of eye again and just practicing some more. Okay, and here, bro, it's so hard to see again. Future Manu, bro, freaking put the pencil on the paper, like, don't be scared. Anyways, this is some planning for my mural I was working on for my high school. I did a mural for the dance club. I was part of the dance club, so I did a mural for them. Should I make a video? I think I want to make a video on like the dance club and everything I learned or whatever. If you guys are interested, I'll do that. So like comment if you're interested. There's gonna be like 0 comments or like 1 comment. I'm like, can I get a mural? Okay. And this is also mural planning. So okay, I'll explain it. I want to explain it, but someone be like, if I do a video on the mural, I don't want to re-explain it, you know. So look at it as you will and infer. I think actually I might just do a mural video without waiting for anyone. Because that was a process, and there was like some drama behind that mural. It was crazy. I don't know how. I'm really like the most drama-averse person ever. Okay, here was a prompt, and it was video game, and it reminded me of a DS I used to have as a kid. It's not broken. I think my sister is working on it and fixing it up, and so it reminded me of the games I would play on my own DS. Some more recent fun stuff. Here. This portrait is unfinished. I think this one's older and this stuff is newer. So this stuff was older, I think 2025. I think it was gonna be a portrait of Robert Pattinson, and it was like from this Lighthouse movie. I will try to find it and put it somewhere in the editing. And you can see like there's a little note and it says, focus on the structure of the face first. So yeah, I think I was trying to learn the structure of the face. I don't think I did a bad job. I just suck at drawing men. For some reason, I can only draw like men with mustaches or like older men. I don't know, guys. I need to be able to draw men in their 20s. And then over here, this is more recent. I think it's like early this year, January 2026. Practice some quick perspective. Understand what was going on for a painting I wanted to do. Then on the side here, we have some thumbnail drawing. So yeah, some perspective and thumbnail drawing, which is continued when we go down into this page here, which is more thumbnail drawings and sketches and planning. And I really, really, really love this thumbnail. I think I might revisit it later when I have time and the resources or whatever, and the scale. The thing I love about this one so much is like, she's so tiny and the trees are so tall. Perspective, so I think I was drawing teeth. You know what pisses me off is that the drawings of the teeth is way better than the final results, that the final painting that has the teeth. We get to this page now, and this one was some skull drawing. Funnily enough, something I remember so clear about this drawing was that I did the skull like study the same day Drawing with Waffles posted her skull drawing videos. So whenever that video was posted, the day I did this page, and it's so funny to me. And yeah, trying to understand the structure of the head more. I was drawing some skulls and whatnot. This is such a bad drawing. It's so ugly. I don't know what I was doing or what I was on. I'm actually genuinely so sorry for this drawing. It's so bad. I feel like I shouldn't draw. And here is proving my point of only being able to draw old men with mustaches. And that is an old man with a giant beard. And yeah, I think I was following the. But I have the book. Let me show you. Let me get it. The Morpho Anatomy for Artists. I was using this to help me understand how to draw the head. I think I was using this one right here, yeah, to understand how to draw it. I haven't fully gone through this book yet. I think I'm still trying to figure out how this book works. I'm taking it slowly because this is more about anatomy, like how they connect together. And right now I'm trying to figure out gesture drawing first. Then to follow up my Morpho drawings, my Morpho head practice, is gesture drawings again. I have nothing else to say. I'm tired of talking about gesture drawing. And there's still more to come. I know there's more to come. I mean, it's good that I want to practice, but I kind of hate that I want to practice, you know? Like, it's so boring to talk about. Warm up, lol. That's the name of the page. I think I was warming up for a draw box. Yeah. Don't know what to say. Okay, this is interesting. So, I was just creating my channel. I was actually being serious about it this time. At first, I wanted to do a chibi model, so I was trying to draw a chibi. And then I was like, no, whatever. Let me just be like an inanimate object. Only plants are not objects. I want to be an organism, so I chose a sunflower. You can see some of the flower imagery showing up right here, and then over here, just with these banners. So yeah, that was like the first stages of my channel. Okay, just a sign that we're getting to some good stuff now, okay? Some more red pen drawing. Stretching some facial features. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. So finally some good stuff. Oh my god. So, July 22nd, 2025, on the way back home from Edmonton. And if you know anything about Canada or Alberta or Edmonton, you know there's absolutely nothing to do in Edmonton. Edmonton is so freaking boring. You go to the mall, you go to the West Edmonton Mall, and you go home. Like, genuinely, that's literally all to do. So, the best thing about this trip to Edmonton was coming back home, back to Calgary from Edmonton. So I drew what I saw in the car on the road trip. So it's my mom, my dad, there's me, some shopping bags, and my other siblings were in the back, so I wasn't able to draw them. And this was the Faber-Castell. This one here was, I was trying to draw a landscape with watercolor. It's not that I'm looking at it, it's not that bad. I kind of like what's going on in the sky here. It gives the illusion of a cloud right there. It was more about me rediscovering how to use watercolor, even. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty good. And these right here were just some throwaway drawings I was doing. One of a woman right here. And then one of a man that's young and with no beard or mustache. I think this is the only man that's young and without a mustache in this sketchbook. So, okay, this is practically an empty one here. I was trying to draw a city, like an alley or whatever from a town, but the perspective was so off in this drawing, so I stopped. I stopped drawing it, and I was like, I hate this. Also, funnily enough, that most of these drawings, the reason I don't continue is mostly because, like, the feeling of, like, not knowing or, like, not knowing how to do it is, like, so limiting, and, like, it makes you stop. So I won't say don't fear not knowing how to do it, but even I feared it and I didn't complete it. This is just some more draw box arm warm-ups. Okay, here we have a drawing of a bird, such a cute baby bird from Pinterest. And we have a woman here, and I really like the hair. So I'm trying to draw some hand construction. And I was wondering what people always said about, like, break it up into tiny parts and stuff, and, like, make it 3D, and I don't think that method works for me. And then here's a tiny gesture drawing real quick. And here's something that's really nice. I really like this portrait drawing right here of an older woman. I actually was drawing it here first, but it was the angle of the head was off by like a lot, so I redid it here. I think I was actually gonna go back and make this one be like a younger version of her. October 2025. Okay, guys, let's start. Ooh, first victim. The prompt was mustache. So I drew an old man with a mustache I found on Pinterest. It's actually not that bad of a drawing. I really enjoyed this drawing. And these ones were with the Staedtlers. All the Inktober drawings were with the Staedtlers and with the micron pen when you see the blue. Yeah, so another victim of my man with mustache, old man with mustache. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Okay, day 2 of Inktober, the prompt was weave. And this one took me the longest to get an idea for. I was going to the library with my sister, and on display at the entrance of the library was like this like indigenous weaving pattern. And oh my god, I was like, oh my god, that's an idea. And this was exactly like the exact copy of what I saw. So I really loved it so much. So I just drew what I saw of the woman. And this is one of my favorite ones because it's the first time in a long, long time I drew like an actual person. And even though like it's my favorite, you can still see some of the errors I made. Like the head connecting to the shoulder, it looks very weird. The back of the dress not making any sense. Incorrect drawing can be one of your favorites in the end. Okay, day 3 of Inktober was crown. So I had the idea of drawing on a dead royal. You can see the idea of like the spider eyelashes coming back again. Right here, she has it. And in execution, this is not a bad drawing. I really enjoy this drawing. I really love the crown and everything. But the problem is that I drew it at an angle like this. And it looks good at this angle. It looks really nice. But you turn it around like this. And see her nose is like sliding to the side. Empty page, boom. I think I was planning my very first YouTube video here. Okay, day 4, murky. This is one of the ones I did not like at all from Inktober. When I think about murky, I think about murky water. It's like seaweed, like swampy vibes. I had to like, oh my god, what if there's like a mermaid like hiding in the murky ocean? I tried to draw it. I didn't know how to draw a mermaid. She's super stiff, and I stopped drawing the seaweed. I think I gave up. This is one of the ones where I gave up. Inktober, day 5. One of my favorites. It's deer. I think I just recently watched Bambi with my sister. So I love the idea of like a deer getting in trouble. And like I love when animal characters are like mischievous. So I drew a deer. Then on him it's like a little bird. I don't know what bird this is. Probably a crow. Because if I'm thinking about like how I like to use blue as black, probably a crow or a raven. Something that's super wise. So then the deer's like, yes, and the crow's like, no. So the deer was like, let's do something dangerous, and the crow's like, no. Okay, day 6 of Inktober. Oh my god, one of my fave days ever because I'm really proud of what I drew, even though it's very simple again. So that day was pierce, and for me, I thought about like sewing immediately. So I thought of if like, you're piercing the needle through the fabric, that sewing motion. So I found a reference of a woman that was sewing. I just basically drew her hands and what she was sewing. So I drew the fabric, the needle, and I'm really proud of this because it's like my very first hands in a while. I wouldn't say I'm like super bad at drawing hands. Like if I really like put thought into it and take time, I can draw decently done hands. So yeah. And then day 7, this is my absolute favorite one. I've been saying that for all of my Inktober ones, but this is my absolute favorite one. This one was done with the micron blue pigment pen. The prompt was starfish, and I was struggling so much to figure out what I wanted to draw. And at Pinterest, I was seeing these like pages of like different types of starfish, different types of like coral, different types of fish. And I was like, I want to make my own thing like that. So I just did an amalgamation of different things, and very relaxing and very easy to do, very calming. I think that's one of the main reasons why I love doing this, or I love this page so much. So next up, of course, gesture. I think it was a diver. And of course, I didn't put pressure in my pencil, so you can't even see even if I hold it up to the camera. It's not bad, but it's not good either. And in this page, I was planning. My sister commissioned me, my oldest sister commissioned me to draw a comic for a history class. And by drawing a comic, I meant I wrote the script, I designed the characters, and I drew everything, I put everything on. I literally did the whole project for her, basically. Yeah. The only thing I didn't do was the research. But she just gave me a bunch of research paper and she was like, make a script with this and draw. And I was like, okay, thank you, thank you. This is the second page of the thumbnailing. And this year was my trusty red pen. So this was just like a random like throwaway like page. I was drawing some skulls, did a figure drawing of this woman I saw. Oh my god, another victim of the old man with a beard curse. Cartoony like rendering of a face. This little girl here, and she's sinking with a hairbrush. She's having fun and says cute on the side. Oh, look here. This is more swatching of alcohol pencils. I think it's the first type of alcohol pencils that were shown earlier. Okay, my second ever full body drawing in the sketchbook, and my first ever fully rendered alcohol drawing. Alcohol marker rendering? Coloring? For government has. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. Anyways, that's what it was. And I really like this. Like, there are many mistakes that I made when drawing this, but I still like it. This is my first try, you know? When this was done is when, like, I started picking up more confidence with drawing in my sketchbook. We go to my favorite page. You guys have seen this before if you follow. If you haven't seen this before, why are you even here? Like, leave. I'm joking, don't leave, please, don't leave. If you stay this long, thank you. It was my first time in a long while since school ended that I was doing an acrylic painting. I was really proud of it, especially in my sketchbook. Okay, after that beautiful pages, we get some ugly pages. Okay, this one was supposed to be more desserts. So a stack of donuts, a roll cake, and an ice cream sandwich was what I planned. I was going to use acrylic paint for this, but then I realized I was running out of acrylic paint, so I couldn't really use acrylic paint for things that were like non-essential because I had like other projects I want to work on with acrylic paint. And then on this here, I was going to draw a portrait. Just the outline, the very basic outline of like the hair. The reason this one is, you can't see it that well, is because I was going to put paint on it, so I was drawing very light on purpose. Oh my god, gesture drawing. So here are some gesture drawing using my trusted blue crayon. It says 30-second gesture practice. Okay, more gesture drawings here. Oh, in the middle, right here, I wanted to do like a humanoid anthropomorphic sheep character thing. So this is a still life painting I did of a bowl of red onions my mom made me cut. The details on the onions themselves is so impressive to me. Even I'm shocked. And like the lighting, you can see like the different lighting, like the dark area and then we have the light area. And I do genuinely love this painting. And here is my third full body drawing in the sketchbook. Her legs and torso is enormously long and enormously big, especially compared to the size of her head. And over here is, I just recently learned that Totally Spies is a Canadian production. But if you know Totally Spies, it's just Gary from Totally Spies. It's called Bus 57. So I just drew an observational drawings of like some people I saw on the bus and people I see on the way and stuff. We end the sketchbook with more gesture drawing. April 25th, 2026 is when I finished the sketchbook. So like almost 2 full years later, like damn. Like I said before, I think the main reason I struggled a lot to finish the sketchbook and the reason it took me 2 years was that just like the overall fear of drawing in my sketchbook. It's just something I just recently gotten over. Especially when I compare it to like my sketchbook now, like I just jump straight in my sketchbook now. I think that fear comes from a place of like thinking I don't have skill, I don't have talent, that I shouldn't like do this if I'm not good. It's just not true, guys. At the art community overall, we're so used to having people who are like professional artists showing their work, and oftentimes we don't see what their work looked like when they were a beginner, when they were a baby artist. So we're so and because of this, we compare ourselves to each other. We compare ourselves to artists who have like years and years of experience in us, who have gone to school, who have worked with other amazing professionals. And when we compare ourselves, we like get discouraged and we lose the joy. And it did take some time to get over that fear of drawing and kind of like find my style, find my groove of what I like to do. And yeah, I think the only reason I was able to even find my style and find what I like to do was because I drew in my sketchbook. I think Inktober helped a lot. March Hotel helped a lot. And even getting new supplies, if it's in your budget, helped me a lot. I just like trying to find the subjects that you like to draw, or like the things that interest you, whether that be people, landscapes, observational drawing. I really love observational drawing a lot now. It's surprising because like if you told me that I would be doing observational drawings, you'd be like, what? I'm like, no, I don't even know how to draw a person. It's like, yeah, even though I don't know how to draw a person, I still enjoy it. I'm still learning. And yeah, so this for my new sketchbook, I want to draw at least once a week. I used to do like once a day, but even that's too big of a goal for me right now because I'm really busy. So once a week, I draw in my sketchbook, and I don't count like studies. Like I don't count like doing gesture drawings as drawing for fun. I'm gonna do like drawing for fun, like original drawings from my own brain, using references, of course, because that's how we improve. That's fun. So yeah. Thank you for coming to my ugly sketchbook tour, and I hope this gives you confidence to draw ugly in your sketchbooks, because if I hadn't drawn ugly, my drawings wouldn't be half as good as they are now, you know? So yeah, thank you for drawing. What? Oh yeah, thank you for drawing. Yeah, thank you for drawing. Make sure you draw, and thank you for drawing. Thank you for pursuing your passions in this era of AI and like artificial intelligence and all that stuff. Thank you for drawing, thank you for watching, and thank you for coming to my channel.